Now, this next part is really for anybody who has never, run a business of any sort. This is clearly a very basic way of keeping your sales and expenses. I don't mean this to be patronizing in any way, but if you've never done any kind of business, it is, all I'm trying to say is it's a very good idea to keep track of things as you go along, because otherwise things tend to get quickly out of control. Well, not necessarily out of control, but you'll lose track of things very quickly. You can't remember what you spent stuff on. You can't remember necessarily the sales that are coming in. You don't know what your balance is. Not really sure how well you're doing, that kind of thing. So the purpose of this is, as I say, if you're in business already, this will look ridiculously simple. But I still use these kind of techniques in the beginning when I'm just messing about with the business, because it enables me to record something very, very simply. I don't have to invest in any fancy accounting software or anything like that. And immediately I get a helicopter view of what I'm up to, what's working, what's not. So bear with me. So what I've got here is, a date, a type, amount, a reason, and a balance. Okay, and I could maybe put a couple more columns on here. But just as an example, so on the 1st of April, for example, I have an expense, an amount, $23. It's Facebook adverts. The balance would obviously come in here, and maybe I have a link over here, for example, to a receipt. Yeah. On the 2nd of April, I might have a sale. My dog pendant, $19.95. That's obviously going to change my balance. It's going to up my balance a bit. And again, I might put a link over there to, I don't know, some other receipt on AliExpress, for example. And what I do is every time I have an expense or have a sale, I make myself fill this in. Okay, I don't leave it. I don't say I'll do this every Saturday or something, because I just won't do it. I do it when it happens. Now, this is just in the beginning, all right? This is not a long-term solution by any stretch of the imagination, okay? But it's just in the beginning. As you develop, clearly you will need a decent accounting package. You're going to have to submit accounts when you have a proper bona fide business, which is something we'll talk about in a minute. But right now we're just getting started. This simple little approach of an Excel spreadsheet, by the way, that's all this is. You can use whatever you want. The Google spreadsheets are good too, because it's all up there in the drive. You never lose it. That's also something I use a lot. Just a great way of keeping on top of things. All right, so hope you found that little tip useful.